What's going on, everybody? This is me, Alex, again, back with another video. And this is the first video, actually the first video, not a short, it's the first video of 2026. On this video we're going to be talking about how the year started. But before I do all this, I really want to say thank you for everybody that supports me. You know, we are growing a little micro channel, and I'm very happy about that. You know, even if I only had 5 to 1 subscriber, I will make videos, because I'm making these videos, you know, just for to have a record of my journey. You know, once I'm done trucking, you know, I can actually have something to do, maybe watch all my stupid videos. But I really appreciate you guys for supporting me, you know, especially the new subscribers and all my friends. Also want to say that I hope this last holidays, you know, we are done with it. You know, we are in January. That everybody had a chance to spend time with their families, you know, for Christmas and New Year's. And I hope you guys make the best out of that. And for the people that decided to spend it, you know, at work, you know, because everybody has different goals, and sometimes to make goals you need to make sacrifices. So that's all I have to say about that. You know, sometimes you can't go home because you got goals that you need to accomplish. So that's awesome too. You know, if you stay out and working, that's because you had your goals. But I want to say hi to all my friends. You know, David, my other good friend, Doug Brewer, Omar Davila, Jose Ortiz, Juan Diaz, the joy of trucking. I haven't met you in person yet, guys, but one day we will. And I'll get you lunch. Lunch is on me when we meet in person for the joy of trucking. Also, before I keep forgetting, the Joy of Trucking got new merchandise now in their channel. You know, they got some cool t-shirts and hoodies, I think, and some hats. I'm definitely going for the hats, so I'm gonna go into the link and order me a hat, guys. Don't worry, I will order. But you know, I want to say hi to all my friends, you know, and to all the creek drivers out there that watches my channel, especially for Willie. I met him at the Wilmer terminal. He's a very nice guy, and he watches my channel. And we were in the shop. You know, I was there for trying to get my registration on my truck, because the office was closed, but the shop at Wilmer actually printed it out for me. So that was pretty awesome. And that's where I met Willie. So it was very nice to meet you, Willie. You know, I'm very happy, you know, that a lot of people likes my videos that I make, and they are really looking forward for another video. So I really apologize if I can't make a lot of videos like I wish I could. But you know, I'm a truck driver, so you know what truck drivers do is we drive. We drive to support our families and to try to make a better future for ourselves. You know, so we have some kind of money when we retire. So let's move on to the video. In this video, like I said, we're going to be talking about how I started the 2026 with my first load. I came out of home on January the 2nd, but I was home since the 19th of December and until the 2nd. That's when I first got my first load. So let's move on to that. And I have it all here in my notes, you know, all the beginning of the year 2026, and I have every single load there from 2026. So we'll be talking about it on the video, and that way we can actually put some of the clips that the places that I went, some of them, the cool places. We're gonna try to put the cool places. We're not gonna try to put the boring stuff in there. But yeah, and then yeah, we'll talk about the miles and how we doing, even though, you know, the trucking market is not the greatest, but it's stable, and that's why I like working for Creek, because they really keep me busy, and I really appreciate you guys. And shout out to all the guys in the shop, operations, the people in the offices, the whole team in Crete is just an amazing people, guys, and that's the reason I like to work here, because everybody's cool. Shout out to my technician Will, another Will. Well, the other guy is named Willie, but this guy Will, he's really good, guys. He's really good. He's been actually working my truck twice already, and he did a great job. Amazing. So let's move on to this how the 2026 is going for me, and I hope you guys stay to the end and watch the whole video, and I appreciate you guys for watching. And let's move on to the video. All right, my friends. So let's start talking about how is my first low and why I'm over here driving by Kentucky. I really like driving by Kentucky. Actually, it's one of my favorite states to drive on. I love driving, especially right here, man, Louisville, Kentucky. But anyways, I picked up this low. Right when I came out of home time, it was sitting at the Lincoln Terminal. As a lot of you guys know that I'm from the Lincoln Terminal. So this low was their T-call, and I looked at it, and I was like, at first I was like, I don't know, but then I decided to take it. It was picking up in Lincoln, and it's going to Williamsburg, Virginia. So it's a long run, 1,382 miles. But hey, it's the first low of the year. I guess it has to be a UC one, I guess. So yep, we are taking this low to Williamsburg, Virginia, and then from there, I already have a pre-plan that I'm gonna be picking up there. So, like I said, this is the first low. It's 1,382 miles, and no empty miles, because I'm from the Lincoln Terminal, so my truck it was at the Lincoln Terminal, so I didn't drive no empty, no deadhead to go and get this load. So now once I get there, hopefully they unload me quick. It is a live unload. That was one of the things I was thinking about it when I decided to take it, but it's worth it. So but I'm picking up another facility in the same town, in Williamsburg, Virginia. And this that one is kind of short run, not too big, but it's a very good run. It's from Williamsburg, Virginia to North Canton, Ohio, and that one's gonna be 486 miles. So a lot of people, some of the people have negative things about Crete. The people, and probably those people don't even work here anymore. But Crete is a really good company, and they always keep me busy. Every time, I say I'm gonna come out of this time from my house, and one day before, I already have a load. We have an app, and that regardless of the people need and the tablet that we have in the truck, but they can also send us messages in our app, and or vice versa. I can send messages like, hey, send me some low offerings, I'm ready to go out this day or whatever. And they start planning me, and then I look, and then there's already a load there. Then I just tell them, yep, I'll take that, and then here we are. So don't go by the negativity of some other people. If you really are thinking about experience the Crete environment, and how everything is at Crete, don't let yourselves get that negativity in your heads, because that's really bad. If you come in with a negativity, then it's not gonna work out. You gotta have positive energy, so make everything work, because every company can be great. It's all about your attitude. The attitude, you can be working at really bad companies, but if you have great attitude, great people skills, because being a truck driver, you need to have great people skills also, because you talk to a lot of people. You talk to the people that work in the warehouse, places that you go pick up and deliver. You gotta be nice, you gotta be polite, and you gotta be respectful. And it doesn't matter which company you work for, but as long as you have work ethic, I think that's all that matters. That, and then that you want to have your goals, what you're trying to accomplish. So, but Crete is a really good company to work for. So don't let the negative comments or the negative videos that you see out there from other people that had bad experiences. If anybody has bad experiences, it's because they asked for it, or they actually, I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about people and say things, that why they don't work here no more or something like that, because, it's not professional to talk about people. But, we as a truck driver, if you got to make it happen, it doesn't matter where you are. And that's all there is to it. You got to work hard, and it's a very easy job. All you got to do is just pick something up from point A to point B and make on-time delivery, on-time pickup, and that's it. That is what trucking is about, guys. Man, we are about to see the beautiful sunrise today. Look at this. Oh, it's coming. That's another reason you gotta have some really good sunglasses when you're a truck driver, because once the sun starts coming out and it hits your eyes, man, you gotta be ready for that. Oh my god. But anyways, so I came out of the home on the 2nd, so it was only that was Friday, so I had to only, and I came out kind of late too on Friday. It was like maybe 1 something or 2 p.m. So I only had like a little bit on that day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So technically 3 days, because our cutoff for our payroll is on Mondays at midnight. So, but I managed to do 1,868 miles on those 3 days. It was just the first load that I told you guys, the 1,382, and then the short one from Williamsburg back to North Canton, Ohio, which was 486. So to a total of 1,868. So that's what we ended the week. Our 3 days, if you want to call it that. That's how we ended our 3 days, and then we started our new week. But there's the sun. See what I'm talking about? Oh, it's coming. It's coming, guys. It's gonna blind me like crazy, but I already got my sunglasses on, because once it's gonna hit you, it's blinding, man. It's blinding. And you gotta buy different kinds of sunglasses too, because sometimes you get some other glasses and they don't work, and the bad thing, I have some other really good glasses. I forgot them at home, so I have some other ones here. I have 3 pairs, so you gotta have a lot of sunglasses, because that can happen too. You go home and you come out of the truck with your glasses, and then when you leave home you forget your glasses. So that's why it's good to have a lot of different pairs, so you are prepared for the sun, man. But these Ray-Bans are pretty good. They are working pretty good so far, but I'm thinking about getting me some a little bit more darker ones, because sometimes that sun is like really hits you on the face, man. But the sunrise it doesn't last too long, like that. Once the sun starts going up, then it's less. But at first, right now, when it comes out, it's brutal, man, brutal. But that kind of finishing, waking you up, when you wake up and then you're ready to roll. You know what I'm saying? I've got to tell you guys that we left Ohio already. Well, we were in Kentucky, we were in Ohio, and now We are in West Virginia. And the sun's still hitting my face. For some reason, it's taking forever to go up. So, but hopefully, it gets out of my face because it's really annoying. Especially when it's like right on your face. I don't know if you guys ever drove through here on the winter. In this month. In January, December, or in February. But I like driving through here because it's pretty awesome. Especially in the springtime and in the summer. You see a lot of trees and it looks pretty cool. But right now in the winter, I've been getting a lot of snow squalls. So it gets sunny and then all of a sudden it gets really cloudy and it starts snowing like crazy. So it's just crazy, how the temperature can change in a heartbeat, guys. But I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far, and we're gonna continue trucking.
In half a mile, exit right onto I-64 toward I-64 East.
We stop over here at this rare area, taking a break, and why not take a selfie? And since I put my truck in there with a selfie, why not put my friend's truck there too? Mr. Doug Brewer. Hello, sir. Hope you get to watch this video so you can see your beautiful truck, how it looks in the YouTube video. But it's an amazing guy. Me and Doug, we always talk every day. We help each other out. If he's going somewhere to a different area and I'm gonna go to that area, and so we always help each other out, give advices, or if he's been to that customer and I haven't, so he tells me how it is, or vice versa. He hasn't been to that customer and I've been to that customer, so we just share information, every day. But it's good to have a friend out here, and not just one. You gotta have different people because you can talk to your family and everything, but you need trucker friends too, so you can talk to them and find out how's the weather there, or the wind, or whatever the case might be. That's that way we know. I know that there's always you can look it up and search in your phone, but there's nothing like somebody for real that is there or just went through there, and he can tell you better. So that's the way I look at it, man. But yeah, this time was his turn to put his truck in there, man. He has a nice, beautiful Volvo, man, and that's his baby. He takes care of that truck like 100%, man. That truck is like amazing. I looked at it already. I've been in that truck, and it's so nice and clean, man. And he really takes pride on his truck and his job. He does everything by the book. So, and I'm learning a lot from him. Let me tell you. So, yeah, I hope you get to see this video, Doug. But yeah, we're gonna continue trucking, guys. I don't know. That after this other low that we took to Ohio, to New North Canton, Ohio. Then from there I went to Columbus, Ohio, and I took another load to Independence, Missouri. That was pretty interesting, actually. When I went to that place. That place in Independence, Missouri, I've been there. I think this was my third or fourth time. I think I did two working for Crete. One when I was doing the Schaefer trucking, the refrigerated side for Crete, and then this time with the dry, and then before that I was there with another company, actually. You're not supposed to watch this because this is when I fell and I dropped my phone. That was embarrassing. I'm glad nobody saw it. Well, except for the camera on the dock and the camera on my truck. Oh, but I'm not gonna put that clip on. Sorry, guys. That's if you wanna see how I felt like an idiot, then you're gonna have to pay me. Or maybe when I hit 1,000 subscribers one day, I can share that video when I fell at the caves. So we are making a delivery here at the caves, Independence, Missouri. So just so you know, so you don't get confused, I'm putting clips of all the places that I went. So they kind of like, some of them are in order, but some of them are not. So here is the clip from Columbus, Ohio to Independence, Missouri. So we deliver already. We getting out of these caves. Pretty easy process. You come in, and you call. There's a phone that you call. You know, it depends on your customer, whoever, and then they tell you the directions. You know, where to go, where's the dock, and everything. Make a left make a right at the stop, and blah blah blah. But you'll get the directions if you ever come here. It's pretty nice. And but pretty confusing. But the backing is kind of shitty, you know, because the place where I backed in, it was only one dock, and there's no room whatsoever to go in the other place because of a height. You know, there's a thing in there that you can hit with your truck, so you gotta watch out. You gotta be very careful. And I don't know why this guy walking over here. I don't know. Really, never seen anybody walking over here, so maybe he works here. But anyways, guys. Yeah, so then from here, Independence Day, we're gonna go to our creek terminal that is really close from here, and we're gonna go to Kansas City, Missouri, and then we are gonna take a short haul to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and then from there we went to North Sioux City, South Dakota, pick up a load there, and then we're gonna take that to West Jefferson, Ohio. And then from West Jefferson, Ohio, guess what? We're going south, guys. We're gonna go to McClellan, Florida, and that will put our second week, well, our second full week, you know, because like the first 3 days, you know, I already told you how many miles was it, but our first full week of the 2026 is 3,008 miles. So not bad for like the real week. You know, the first, you know, when I came out of home time, 3 days, and now the full week we're ending up with 3,008 miles. So yep, let's go to Florida after this. But yeah, this is the entrance right here. This is where I'm coming out, and you'll see all the places on that where the flag, the United States flag is. That's what the name is. The names of every business there, and that's the staging area. That's where you park when you come in to wait for the call so they can let you go in. And this is where I'm gonna stop right here, so I can close my doors because it's pretty busy over there behind me. You know, there's trucks trying to back and whatever, and I didn't want to hold traffic or nothing in there, so I came over here to close my doors and move my tandems and get the hell out of here. All right. Excuse me. So after we left South Dakota, you know, and blah blah blah, and then we went to West Jefferson, Ohio, delivered there, and then I pick up another load at the same facility, West Jefferson, Ohio, and we are taking this to Florida. So I'm literally driving back to the same things where I started my year. So now I'm over here in West Virginia. Yeah, and guess what? It's snowing, guys. So, but we're gonna play safe. It's supposed to be just a snow squalls again. So yeah, we're gonna just try to be safe, keep our distance, and trying to make it there on time, you know, for our delivery. Everything is looking good, so we should have no problems whatsoever. I think once we get out here of West Virginia and some parts of Virginia, I think we should be good, and weather should be pretty good once we get out of Virginia actually. So let's do this, guys. Let's keep on trucking. Let's throw some music in there real quick. Take a little break of talking. What do you think about that? All right, my friends. So we are in Virginia. I kind of make some little arrows in there where the sign says "Welcome to Virginia, City of Lovers" or something like that. It's something for lovers, bro. So I guess it's okay to have lovers over here in Virginia. I'm just kidding. No, be faithful, my friends. Anyways, the road is a little wet in some spots, but temperature is not that bad. I mean, it's still on the freezing range, but we are doing good. We are doing good, guys. We are chopping the miles down, and yep. Hopefully, we make it to Florida with no delays. And it's kind of cold. I want to stop somewhere and get some lunch here, put something on my belly, and then we're gonna keep on trucking, guys. But I know that this video is kind of stupid because it's not in order, so I'm jumping back and forth. So But I hope you guys enjoying it. Let me know if you have any problems the way I did this video. But yeah, it was just it's so many clips that I have in there, and it's so hard to pick and to put them in order. And you know, once you get so many clips, it's pretty hard because since I don't talk on the videos, then sometimes I even forget, you know, where I had to like watch it really close to see where I was. But this one's pretty easy, you know, nobody can mistake Virginia and West Virginia. So yeah, but yeah, next time I need to figure something out. I need to find my system on these videos, just like I found my system in trucking, you know. And you have to excuse me, you know, because I haven't been making videos on YouTube for a long time like some other YouTubers. So I try to do my best, you know, and I think I'm getting a little better. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it. But we are looking like we're gonna have another really good week. So we're gonna get there, and hopefully we get something backed out of there, out of Florida. So but you guys will be the first ones to know where are we gonna go after this West Jefferson, Ohio to McLean, Florida. Yes, it's sunny over here now, but it's been like that, guys. Sunny and then snow, and then sunny and then snow squalls again. This winter is being pretty weird, so yeah. Gotta love the traffic over here in Florida, my friends. Oh my God. This is what I call emotional damage. You know, you're trying to get somewhere and then you encounter this. It's just like Georgia, same way, but I think I don't know who really. Drop it down in the comments. What do you think? If the drivers from Florida are more stupid than the drivers from Georgia. And I'm not talking about truck drivers. I'm talking about the, you know, the four-wheelers. You know, because we know that we got some knucklehead truck drivers out there in Florida. I mean in Atlanta. And I'm not trying to be mean either, but we have some real stooges over there, man, that they don't know, they don't think when they're driving. So, but that's everywhere though. So that's why you gotta stay safe, man. You gotta be always scanning left, right, front, back, always scanning your mirrors and everywhere, because you know you can be a good driver and safe driver, but somebody can mess you up. So you gotta be on point to be alert, just in case if you encounter one of them knuckleheads, man. But yeah, look at this traffic, man. Jesus Christ. And this video is becoming really long. So yeah, and I'm been trying to not to make it too long, you know, but we got another load. You know, we delivered that load from West Jefferson, Ohio to McLean, Florida. And that was the end of the week. Like I said, we finished that week with 3,008 miles. So now we are going to Jacksonville, Florida, and we're gonna be taking that load to Wilmer, Texas. Wilmer, Texas terminal, guys. And that's where I met that guy that I was telling you in the beginning of the video, you know, at the Wilmer, Texas terminal for Crete. That's where I met Willie. Pretty nice guy. I can't say nothing bad about that guy. You know, he's a pretty nice guy, and yeah, stay safe out there, Willie, if you know you're gonna be watching that video. But yeah, we're gonna try to speed this thing up and to see if we can keep moving with these clips, man, because it's taking forever. But so far so good, guys. What do you think? Jacksonville, Florida to Wilmer, Texas. That's about 1,000 miles, I guess. Yeah, a little bit and some change, because we got some deadhead to do. So, yep, we got some deadhead, just a little bit of deadhead, and it took me forever to find an empty, guys. Oh my God, I went to 1, 2, 3, 4 different places. I went to 3 places, and then I end up going back because I run out of hours looking for an empty. So now I end up going back to where I delivered, McLean, Florida, the DC for Walmart. I went back there the next morning to see if they had empties, and I mean that's what they sent me, because they said that there was empties there available, and yeah, it was, because apparently when I got there, they were short-handed and they didn't have people to unload trailers or something, so they didn't have no empties. So then I was on a hunt for a trailer here, and it's no fun driving in Florida looking for an empty. Yeah, it was not nice. So I end up in a yard that they have here, and that's where I spend the night. And then in the morning I head on to the same place where I deliver, and yeah, I found my empty there. I was like, yes. So then finally I was able to go to Jacksonville, Florida, and pick the load up and to go to Wilmer, Texas. Yep. Oh yeah, guys, we are making it here to the pickup in Jacksonville, Florida. At least I didn't get lost this time. I'm just kidding, guys. But I never get lost. That's why I'm really good at driving, really good at reading directions. No, there's sometimes that you actually get lost you know. But that's not because you're dumb or anything like that. It's because sometimes you can get distracted. But yeah, this is the place where we are picking up. Guess there's somebody in front of me, so you gotta stop here at the stop sign and wait until that guy moves. Alright guys, look at this. It's already nighttime. I shouldn't be driving this darks. I should be sleeping right now. God damn. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But anyways, we are taking this load from Jacksonville, Florida to Wilmer, Texas, which is 1,000 and some miles. And then from there, I got another load that is gonna be picking up in Irving, Texas, and it's going to Knoxville, Tennessee. That's 877 miles. And then from there, from Knoxville, Tennessee, we're gonna go to Lexington, Kentucky, and we're gonna be taking that to University Park, Illinois. And then from there, we're gonna pick up another load in Wilmington, Illinois, and we are taking that to Lincoln, Nebraska. And that should be the end of that week, and we're gonna be finishing that week at 2,990 miles for the week. And yeah, that's how the miles has been here at Crete. You know, the first 2 weeks and 3 days of the month, you know, like the middle of the month, it's this is all the way from Wilmington, Illinois, all the way to January 19, the 19. So yeah, it's almost, you know, a little bit more than the middle of the month, but that's how it's been, you know. And the next week, you know, when I come out, because I'm going to an appointment for dentist appointment, and that's the reason, you know, that took that load from Wilmington, Illinois to Lincoln, Nebraska. So yeah, and I'm just gonna go to that appointment real quick, in and out, you know. Probably just try to get in a 34-hour reset and come back out, because the year just started, you know. So I mean, the year started, but January is usually like for me, it's just like a tryout month, you know. My real beginning of the year is February 1st, guys. This January is just a tryout month, so don't worry. If you have been doing what you said you were gonna do, don't worry. This is just a trying month. You just trying it out. So make sure that you get your game in place, you know, for the beginning of February. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I know that I said a lot of things that don't make sense sometimes, but I appreciate you guys for watching. Be safe out there. God bless. You know, always be safe, and don't pay attention to nobody when you are doing what you're doing. You know, and don't you follow your goals, and don't let nobody else distract you. You know, you are the only one that can decide where you're going. So be safe out there. Thank you guys. See you on the next video. Appreciate you. Bye.